Hello? Hello? Okay, so the stream is actually going. How do I get there? I want to go to my live. Yeah, there we go. I'm live. Hello, my internet died. Alright, let me quick share this in the Discord. Okay. And bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, this is gonna be a different chat URL too. So I gotta get that loaded up. Wham. Might as well go until 4, says Solar Flare. I only want to go for another like 15 to 30 minutes or so, but we'll see what happens. How about that? Update that. There we go. This kind of sucks because hello Drip Nova, welcome back. Yeah, this kind of sucks because now the live stream is going to be split into like 2 different videos. Oh well. Internet does that sometimes, you know the gist. Hi, I'm SpongeBob. Welcome back, SpongeBob. You know, for a second there, I got so desperate that to try and like get the stream to reconnect that I even turned on my Wi-Fi hotspot, but that didn't seem to do the trick. Anyway, where was I? I was in this area, and I am not totally convinced that there's much I can do here. It seems like I have to come in from the other side. But there isn't another side. Interesting. I feel like I need the double jump for... Oh, never mind. When in doubt, just look around a little bit. We'll figure something out. Maybe this goes up? Yes, it does. Well, that's exciting. Now what's this? A pale oil? Ditto would be the perfect Pokemon for a Metroidvania. I feel like if you slapped Ditto into any genre, it would work. I mean, they came up with like Dragon Quest Builders, Minecraft, Animal Crossing sim. So, you know, what can't they do? Biogland of a rare Slifian slug. Talented pin masters can use the glistening liquid within to improve a blade's sharpness? Ooh, I want that. Hello again, Blues Cat. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you were able to find me, friend. Real sorry about that. Real sorry about the internet issues. I wish that YouTube would like take just would allow just a few more like another 2 minutes to allow for the internet to reconnect. It gives you like a minute, and then it just shuts the stream down, which is really annoying. So, glistening liquid within to improve a blade's sharpness, but I haven't met anyone who can sharpen my blade yet. So where does this lead? I mean, that was a worthy find. Okay, good enough. Sweet. Why don't we continue? I want to see if I can get to the melody and have completed all of, or gotten all of the melodies during this live stream, or technically two-parter live stream, if you want to call it that. Can I get up to the bench? Should I get up to the bench? Is it worth it getting up to the bench? Probably worth it getting up to the bench. Probably. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can do that. Oh my goodness. Man, these guys are annoying. Where's the bench? The bench is up. The piano must go up. I don't know why I said that. I was thinking of, what you use it? There was like, there's the Sumo of the Opera, VeggieTales thing. And they did like this, they did like this, what you use it? This silent movies part of this, of the, episode. And it was just like these guys, these movers trying to get the piano up the stairs. And they kept saying, the piano must go up. Is this a different stream? Technically. My internet cut out, and then YouTube was like, oh, I guess he's done streaming. And I'm like, no! There was more I wanted to do! So yes, this is technically part B of part 9 of Silksong. Yeah. Sorry about that. Fun fact, Tim Allen was originally considered to play the Cat in the Hat. In, the Mike Myers one? That was Mike Myers, right? Okay, so I feel like I'm close. I want to get down there. So basically, part 9B, lol. Yeah, basically. I've done that before. Like, I've actually even changed the thumbnail to be like part 9.1, 9.2. And I don't know if I'll actually do that. Not very many people go back and watch the streams after the fact, so I don't know if it would actually be worth it to do. Maybe it would be, though. Maybe. Okay, so I can keep going down from here. Never mind. Lol. Nope. So wait, how do I... Now what do I do? How do I... The Whispering Vaults. I wonder if that part of the underworks like loops up and around. There's a few areas where I need a double jump, but I haven't found that yet. I kind of want to go over to the underworks. Where was that? Yeah, I kind of want to go to the underworks and see if that, like, loops around. Oh, nice, Jeff. That's what I want to do. Just avoid these guys. Okay, he's not going to let that be an option. Just kidding. I want it to be an option. It will be an option. Okay. So if I go down through here, go down the elevator to the underworks, maybe I can make some more headway that way. Let's go see. And if not, maybe this actually is where I should cut off the stream. Okay, go back up for a second. Can I, like, hit that wall? Nope. Okay, continue. Let us continue. Oh, boy. I really should go to bed, but man. I like to look back on old streams on occasion, like for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, / Super Mario 64 / DS, usually for fun moments and for cool things you've shared on stream, says JP. Well, I appreciate your interest in those moments. Absolutely. I also like to go back and watch old live streams. I don't know if it's like narcissism or what, but I like to go back and watch my old live streams. Okay. I don't think it's narcissism. I think it's that I make the content that I like to watch. Like, it's not necessarily that my content is the only stuff I like to watch. It's that I make the kinds of videos that I like to watch. And even though, like, it's me... it's me at the helm, I'm making the videos, I still find them fun to watch. For some reason. I feel like this idea of this up and around section has some merit to it. I don't like these big whirling blades. Very annoying. I imagine Tim would probably do his grunt noises a lot if he was the cat. I'll have to look back on your Kirby Forgotten and Metroid Prime 4 streams to find any fun Jeff quotes, because I'm sure there's some I miss. Oh, I'm sure. There are some clips that I post in the Discord. Like, the one that I'm thinking of offhand is when I, like, crashed out on Miles McKenzie. Just, man, I was really annoyed with him. He pointed out something that was so insanely obvious. And I'm like, dude, I can see it on my map! And I just started yelling at him. That was a funny crash out moment. Yeah, this is... I think this absolutely has some merit to it. I don't know what sorts of exploration potential there is in this place. I guess that's the extent of it, is finding some of the shards. But I have been, like, not leaning on traps and tools and stuff, but I've been using them more frequently, especially in the bosses, at least where they're effective. Like that one gauntlet. I feel like there's something else down here. Owies. No. Miles. Oh, sorry, Samus. Bah, bah, bah. Samus, stop talking! Oh, there's a ghost here. This ceaseless soul. A sound no more. Remember silence. Remember peace. The ceaseless sound. Remember silence. No more. Huh. I don't really understand what the point of those things are. I assume that, like, lore experts of the Hollow Knight verse are going crazy over those things, but for me right now, I don't really understand. Okay, a bench. Thank goodness, a bench. Where am I? Okay, sweet. I am, like, right at the place where I want to be. But I'm scared. Is this a boss fight? Is this a gauntlet? What is this? What is this? Or do I just get the thing? Sacred cylinder. To learn the melody upon this cylinder will require a working listening device. This one here has long ceased to function. That last keeper still sane in the vaults above. Their chambers hold just such a machine. I need only return. Okay. Okay. Well, that works for me. It wasn't as exciting of a thing as I was expecting, but I don't really mind that so much. I've already had enough excitement for one night. Well, that was effective. And up we go. Very, very cool. Here I was about to look at the comments, and all of a sudden, this guy pops out of nowhere. Silence was kind of goofy in Prime 4, especially his laugh and shouting, "Silmus!" Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like Silux was absolutely squandered in that game. I was so looking forward to finding out, like, bits and pieces of his lore and, like, who is he? What are his goals? Like, why does he have this grudge against Samus? And it turns out it was completely petty and dumb, and he was in, like, only a little bit of the game, and yeah, it was really poorly executed. Very poorly executed. I feel bad that I'm so down on Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime 4, because, like, man, we waited for that game for 8 years, man. It's so sad how it turned out. It really is. A downright shame. A downright shame. I'm afraid for the future of Metroid Prime. If it even has a future at this point. Vault Keeper, I required a psalm cylinder in the dark chambers below here. I believe it contains the melody unique to these vaults. I would have you play it for me now. Kakart. She has visited the Pontiff's depths and stolen the sacred song? Where is your respect, Weaver Spawn? Our venerable dead deserve better than to have their chambers transgressed by your filthy foraging. In this moment, Vault Keeper, I've slim patience for your impudence. Either prepare the cylinder and stay silent, or ready yourself to learn regret. Let's hear it. Sacred cylinder. The Weaver Spawn, she has found it. Our Pontiff's sacred cylinder, stolen from the dark below. Never, states our law, never must our melody pass to a bug not keeper. But you, fool Weaver, would shatter those tenets with reckless ease. Your Pontiff is gone, Vault Keeper. Your fellows have fallen to husker thread. What laws once bound these vaults died with them. Fine, cursed she. Claim the sacred song, and pain to you if we are both damned forever for it. Man, this game has more to do with music than the most recent Zelda games. Learn the Vault Keeper's melody, one of the threefold melody entrusted to the secretive Vault Keepers. I wouldn't be too worried about Prime 4. I think they now have the time to reflect on what worked and what didn't. Maybe now they can have a more focused development moving forward, but that's just me. I don't know, man. I feel like... I hope they learned... Excuse me. I hope they learned from the mistakes of Metroid Prime 4 and not like learn the wrong lessons from its failure. Like, oh, I guess Metroid Prime just isn't as popular as it used to be. No, I feel like the discourse was big enough surrounding it that it should be pretty obvious to them that they screwed it up. I don't know. I do worry for the future of Metroid Prime, and unfortunately, those worries won't really be put to ease until we know of a successor. I'm not really too worried for the future of Metroid in general, but Metroid Prime, I feel like it might just be over. Welcome to the stream, Isma. I'm sorry, I don't really understand your comments. But happy to have you here. Welcome. Divine music, the soul of Farloom Eternal laid bare, that our accursed age could still receive such blessing. So, Weaver Spawn, our melody is yours now, held in mind to carry beyond our walls. Was the learning worth its thieving? It was, Vault Keeper, and now to me your service continues. Keep the cylinder safe along with any others I may bring. Gracias. De nada. I don't speak much Spanish, but I know very, very few things. If that's any worth. Alright, well, let's head over there and see what happens now that we have all three pieces, or all three parts of the song. And I think that'll be a good way to end the stream, unless it's like the final boss or something, which I sincerely doubt. I feel like I've not made basically any progress meaningful towards the final boss. Like, I've not gotten any I've not gotten any upgrades. I've not even gotten the... Well, I've gotten some upgrades, but I haven't gotten a lot of upgrades. I haven't gotten the double jump. Man, I feel like I'm missing a lot of game here. And if this is where the boss is... Well, I just doubt that this is where the boss is. I really do. I don't think that this is where the final boss is. If anything, it's going to be like a thing where, oh, this is where the final boss is, but in order to get to it, you need to unlock this, this, and this. I still remember this bizarre dream where the chicken man turned into a mutated chicken. Lol, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. The chicken man. It's the chicken man! What, from Toy Story? That's funny. Something similar happens in One Punch Man. Okay. Me vor porque esta ahora talaga al diablo. Says Isma. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't read it if I don't know what it means. And yes, Rex did say the line in my dream. It's the chicken man! Alright. Let's see what... Oh, okay, great. Yeah, sneak past these guys. Sneak past them. I just, like, punched them in the face and just said, we'll see ya. I don't think that counts as sneaking. Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to get the song. I got the song. Whoa. All right. Now open the elevator, please. Pilgrim who would hold our song within your shell, rise above. Offer your most devout self unto our sacred heart. Well, I would like to have a seat on the bench first. We've seen lots of enemies / NPCs from many Mario games for the Galaxy movie. For the Mario Galaxy movie, including Ukiki the monkey. Now whenever I see him, I think of when I asked you to drown him as Metal Wario in 64 DS, lol. Yeah, that part was hilarious. I forget exactly what happened there, but I know some funniness ensued. Some hilarity. Something like, I got stuck at the bottom of the water or something. Or the monkey did. I don't remember, but it was hilarious. Cutscene. You know it's about to go down when there's a cutscene. Alright, so now I'm reaching the peak of the Citadel. Oh, it's you. Alright. It's Lace again. Oh, and she's faster. Of course she is. Should I really expect anything less? Well, let's try that again. Oh, I have to start over at the bench. You can't just cut me a break. I mean, there was a cutscene and everything. Wait a minute, I should probably consider... Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the tax. I'm gonna get the tax. This might not be a good idea for me to tackle right now, but I want to. I'm invested. And, yeah, I'm happy with the cross-stitch. Let's go with the cross-stitch. I feel like that'll actually be pretty good for this fight, if I can just, like, time it. Can I skip this now that I've... No. No. Apparently not. Okay, yeah, it skips. Good. Okay. Oh, you jumpies. She's so fast. Eesh. So I remember actually beating her on my first try last time. I don't think that's happening this time. She's so fast. Though her attacks don't seem crazy. Other than the fact that they do 2 damage. The monkey was left floating underwater, and his dialogue started as soon as you touched ground, leading Wario's face to fully blend down into his chest because he was looking too far down. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what happened. Man, that was funny. That was incredibly funny. Okay, I have a feeling that this is gonna take a bit. Not that we're here for the long haul. I hope. But I am quite invested at this point. Again, like that should not do 2 damage. That is insanely annoying. Like, I beat this boss in 1 try last time. That's insanely frustrating. She's so fast. Though I should have expected that she'd show up again at some point. I do kind of wish that the game gave you the option to, like, try the boss again. Especially, like, I don't know. Especially with a boss like this, where I have to just... All I have to do is ride an elevator up. Though, of course, like, if it let you just, like, continue where you left off, or at least, like, try again from the beginning of the boss fight, to be like, well, why doesn't the rest of the game do that then? So, I guess there's that. Yeah, it's not like these attacks are crazy, it's just... She's fast, like really fast. And why do these attacks do 2 damage? 3 Jeff comedic moments that involves Ukiki. Well, there's that one. Still lives to Solar Flare. Yes, I just got to a boss, and I want to beat this boss, and then I'll be done. Well, probably. Okay. I do think that loadout is probably my best bet, though. So that's what I'm going to stick with. It's just I need to get better at navigating these attacks. And they're not crazy. It's just they hit so hard and she's so fast. Not to mention she dashes across the whole screen. Again, she's just so fast. You know, I wonder if I should, like, if I could just parry her parry. I wonder if that's something I can do. Well, that's new. Man, I hate that. She hits so hard. She's so fast. She hits so hard. Man, that's tough. I do feel like I should probably make more liberal use of that parry, though. Well, it's tough because it uses Silk, and I need Silk to heal, and she hits so hard that unless I'm at full health with at least some Silk, then I probably shouldn't risk it. I say as I just literally waste a parry. Ow. Really, really annoying. See, she should not do 2 damage. Are these certain games are there certain games you're keen on streaming in the future, near or far? I have a quite lengthy list of games that I want to stream in the nearest future. Why don't I pull that up and just show you what I've got so far? There's quite a few indie games on there, I'll tell you that. There's quite a few indie games on there. But I've got some other video ideas that were, or some other live stream ideas that were recommended by you guys. And I've got some that I just want to do. So let me go over to my PC screen quick. Okay. So all these green ones are the ones that I've done so far. I'm currently on Hollow Knight Silksong. Smash Bros. Subspace Emissary, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, obviously. The Messenger's good, Ken Bridge of Spirits, Axiom Verge, the original Hollow Knight, Hyper Light Drifter, Solar Ash, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Blue Fire, Pepper Grinder, Super Meat Boy, Ukulele Replay, Ukulele and the Impossible Lair, Celeste, again. SteamWorld Dig, SteamWorld Dig 2, Blossom Tales, Legend of the Sleeping King, Okami, Origami, Klonoa Reverie Collection. So all of these are indie games. That's nearly 20 indie games that I want to play. Croc, Legend of the Gobos, Super Metroid, Yoshi's Island GBA Revisited, Yoshi's Fabrication Station, which is like an indie, not an indie, but like, yeah, it's like a fan Yoshi's Island maker game, and I'd like to show that off. Super Mario World 2 plus ROM hack wrapping up, probably won't do that. Pikmin 1, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends, Kirby Return to Dreamland, Super Mario Galaxy, Yoshi Puzzle Games, just one stream dedicated to the puzzle games whenever I'm ready to make a video on those. The Vex Challenge, or Heart to Heart Challenge featuring Dance Warriors 777. That is a playthrough that I'd like to do with my old friend Dan from the Volatile Upgrade channel. We did play Vex on that channel, but we didn't 100% complete it, and I thought that would make a fun live stream series. Let's see, Super Mario Odyssey, I would love to play that on here. Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, that would be fun. Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, Chameleon Twist, Super Mario Bros. Wonder with only Yoshi and no badges. Super Metroid plus A Link to the Past randomizer, recommended by Aurora. Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land, Wario Land 2, Wario Land 3, Wario Land 4, Wario Land Shake It, and Yoshi in Sonic 2 ROM hack, also recommended by Aurora. So I have a running list of games that I want to stream. I have no shortage of ideas. But in terms of what I want to do next, I think I'm leaning towards, depending on how long this game takes me to beat, I want to play Subspace Emissary. I think that would be fun to throw in there, just for the heck of it. I think it'd be fun. And then Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, and then I don't really have a priority as to what to stream next, so I'm very much open to recommendations or any of those games you want to see me stream next. I'm up for. Wow, you planned ahead. I sure did. Doom when? Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. Doom. I should add that to the list. Why don't I do that now? I'm just gonna type Doom. There we go. Doom. I don't think I bought it yet, but I probably will when it goes on sale for Black Friday at least. Subspace is such a fun idea. Oh yeah, totally. I think it would be fun. If nothing else than for the Yoshi and Link team up that I love so much. I really do love that team up. I don't know why, it's just like, it's just Link being so serious and so like mission driven, and Yoshi's just like sleeping on a log, or a stump I should say, and he's just like, huh, hey, there's robots or whatever. Well, I guess I'll tag along. Maybe it'll be fun. I wonder if I should just be more reactive instead of trying to like do some crazy amount of damage. Like maybe I should just focus on dodging her attacks? I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. I feel like that's probably what I did in the last fight with her, is just react to her attacks. Not necessarily like go for any crazy amount of damage on her. Just let her do her attacks, dodge, and then just counterattack. I feel like that's what I did last time. Yeah, I think that's the play here. Just let her do her thing. The problem is she's just so fast. So it's kind of tough to react. Oh. Yeah, that is hard. Lucky you, it's one of the cheapest games on Steam. Oh, I know it is. And it's on my wish list. It's definitely on the list of games that I would like to stream at some point. And now I've officially added it. Blue Scat says, wow, you planned ahead. Yeah, that's enough streams. Like, how many streams is that? Like, I even have, like, an estimate as to how many parts each one would take me. Like, how many times, or how many streams each one would take me. Highlighting all these. I've got enough for 244 streams. Which, that's nearly 5 years worth of streams. Which is kind of overkill. Like, it's entirely possible that I will not actually get to streaming all of them. It may be that at some point in the future, at some point within the next 5 years, I'm not saying anything for certain, for sure, but it's not impossible that by that time, like, just stuff in my life will have changed so that I won't be streaming anymore. Who knows? I'd like to think I could. Like, I've been streaming pretty consistently for the last 4 years, and even before that, I streamed for about 2. So, wow, I just wasted those. That was awesome. It ultimately didn't do much to her. Ow. I'm like one attack away from death at this point. There it is. Anywho. It is kind of crazy that I've got like 5 years worth of live streams planned. And I'll definitely have to prioritize them. I admit I've been on a more or less of an indie kick in the last, like, half year or so, ever since the... Wow, I guess it's been more than a half year since the Switch 2 launched. Or all the controversy started happening with the Switch 2. Like, I've been focusing more on indie games, and I like that. It's just, I've been streaming some indie games, or this indie game in particular that I've been streaming is taking quite a while. Okay, that was cool. If I just listen, like, she tells me what her attack is going to be. Again, that's why I need to be more reactive in this fight, I think. I'm not the one driving the fight, she is. I remember unlocking Metal Mario and Mario Golf 64. Yeah, me too. Me too. Man, Mario Golf is another game I'd love to stream sometime. Just for like a chill stream sometime. Could get a couple of parts out of that. That'd be fun. Bad that consumers... too bad that consumers lost the battle with a capitalist company. I feel like it's not even so much that, so much as it's just proof that boycotts do not do much of anything. Because the people who are partaking in the boycotts are very much plugged into what's going on. But they're also a minority of the consumer base. So... it's like, wow. It's like, you know, there could be so many of us that are boycotting, but ultimately, unless the mainstream consumer feels burned by everything, then, yeah, it's not gonna do much. And even among those who are plugged in, what percentage of them are actually partaking in the boycott, you know? For a while I was, and then Nintendo had to go and announce that Yoshi and the Mysterious Book was coming out exclusively for the Switch 2, and that it was coming out soon. So it's like, I as a Yoshi fan, I felt like, you know, the decision had kind of been made for me. As much as that sucks to say. Now it's like, I could have decided not to get it. But, well... anyway, I guess that's all beside the point. The point is, yes, the Nintendo Switch 2 is successful. I'm still going to be trying to put a highlight on indie games. And like, I think that just the number of indie games that are on my to playlist. Dog, it's 3 a.m. Is it really? Oh my goodness. And I think that the number of indie games that are on my to playlist and the number that could easily be added to my to playlist. Like, I've got plenty of indie games that I could play, but I don't think that I should probably go on this huge tirade against the Switch 2, as I have been trying to. It's not a battle that's worth fighting. I still think that I'm going to maintain my sort of stance that any game that I can play on Switch 1, I'm going to play on Switch 1. Just as a matter of principle, and as, like, a sign to those of you who maybe don't want to Switch 2 yet, there are plenty of experiences that you can still have on the Switch 1. You don't need a Switch 2 yet if you don't want one. But I also don't want to be on such a tirade against Nintendo at this point that I'm like, don't buy a Switch 2. If you want one, great. If you don't want one, great. There's still plenty to keep you occupied. It doesn't help that the entire industry is kind of like, you know, devolving into this sort of downward spiral, you know? Like, I used to say that $450 you can buy a Switch, or you can buy a PS5 for $450. Well, you can't anymore. Not here in the US anyway. And I feel like that's pretty common. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty common. That you cannot get a PS5, even a PS5, you know, digital version, you just can't get them for $450 anymore. So I think the entire industry's kind of shifted in a way that the Switch 2 doesn't look so bad anymore. And even the $80 games aren't as prevalent at this point. They're still there, but they're not as pervasive as I think most of us were afraid of. Oh boy, 3 a.m. I'm gonna make the Yoshi cookies tomorrow. Go for it, man. J to the P Moreno says, I know DK Bonanza is still relatively recent, but I think that would be fun future stream. I'm close to the end of the game as of now. You know, I wouldn't mind streaming that. That would be a lot of fun. I finished my playthrough a little bit ago. And I wanted 100% completed, but I never got around to it. Just not making the time for it at this point. Switch 2 price wasn't even all that bad. Game prices are screwed. $70 for Kirby Air Ride? Like, come on, we're lost the plot. See, $70 games I'm not that upset about. Like, people have been making the argument that Nintendo games have not been worth the MSRP of, like, you know, AAA games for a long time now. Not just Kirby Air Ride. Or Kirby Air Riders or whatever. And I've never felt that, like, you know, paying $60 for Metroid Dread or Animal Crossing New Horizons or those sorts of games is like a bad deal. And I kind of feel like the $70 price is kind of just like, oh yeah, well, the industry's going towards AAA games are $70 now, so of course Nintendo's going to charge $70. I was expecting that. It was the $80 games that really rustled my jimmies. And that hasn't, aside from Mario Kart World and the Nintendo Switch 2 editions, which I think those are pretty universally panned, for being $80 anyway. Yeah, I feel like the game prices aren't even as bad as we were expecting. It's just a situation that I feel like might have been blown out of proportion out the get-go. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, maybe unfortunately, I don't know. But Nintendo's under the microscope, and any little thing that they do that, you know, we would normally give them a pass on, now is being scrutinized. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Like, I think any company should be, you know, held accountable for any bad actions they might do. Regardless of their, you know, anything else, I guess. Just, I just think they should be held accountable for bad actions. Regardless of how I feel about the company. And I feel like Nintendo is being held to that account, but I don't know. I'm kind of rambling at this point, not really saying much of anything at all. But I think you get what I'm trying to say, maybe? Like, regardless of whether or not they, you know, they're the bad guys right now, or if anything is, like, truly out of whack, like, I don't know. We should always be looking critically at a company's actions, I think. I wonder how many people got Mario Kart World through the Switch 2 bundle only and not by itself. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, the attach rate of Mario Kart World is so high with the Switch 2. Like, I guarantee most of the people who have Mario Kart World got it through the bundle. I know I did. Like, again, she tells me exactly what she's going to do. I need but to listen to her prompts. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I feel like keeping Tax on the ground is probably a good idea for this fight, because she's on the ground so much, and she doesn't actively try to avoid them at all. This boss is just so incredibly annoying because of how much damage that she does. When I played Mario Golf 64, did play as Peach or Baby Mario because those are the starter characters. I usually play as either Baby Mario or Charlie in Mario Golf 64. Those were my main starter characters. And then as I got more characters that... Like, I usually tried to get Yoshi pretty quick. And he was like the second unlockable character, I think. The first unlockable character was Luigi, and then I think it was Yoshi. So I just got him as quick as I could. And then I just played as him, basically always and forever. Man, this boss is annoying. I think I really just need to lock in here. Ah, Charlie, such a classic Mario character. Yeah, right? My dad always played as, Harry. Or Sunny. I liked Sunny better. It's a sunny day! I started with Peach, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Can't blame me there. I think she was a straight shooter. Or did she have a bit of a fade? I can't remember. Alright, whatever happens after this boss fight, I need to be done. And I really need to lock in here. I think that might have been the first time I've hit her this entire fight. Ow. It sounds like she's saying, come on. Ah. I really hate that she does 2 damage with basically any of her attacks. Like, it feels like very lucky when she doesn't do 2 damage. Oh, whoa. I didn't realize this was here. That's pretty cool. Like, if I need to just get away from the fight for a minute. Guess that's not unreasonable. Ow. Alright, I need to get away from the fight for a sec. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, when did that start being a thing? Well, I have to go and grind for Crash for 106% completion, and yes, I'm sorry, but I have to do it because I'm a Crash Bandicoot diehard fan. Hey, I have friends like that, man. Good luck. I've heard that it sucks, but good luck. Not the game. The 100%, 106% completion criteria. I've heard things. Doink. Emblem. Oh, stop. Nice. Because it is, but I have to do it. You can do it, man. I believe in you. And I need to lock in here. I really do. Like, this fight is hard, but if I just focus and just... I think I need to just react to what she's doing. Instead of trying to, like, go for all these shots. I know I said that before, but I don't know if I fully internalized that sentiment. Like, I keep trying to go for attacks, and I just don't think it's worth it. I'm doing a really bad job reacting to her attacks, too. once again, that was very bad. Yep. Man, I gotta get better at listening for those audio cues. Yeah, man. When am I gonna learn that that is her jumping dash attack thingy? Oh, man, this is hard. I don't really want to leave off on a note where I'm just like losing to a boss again. I don't know if I can actually do this right now. I wonder if like my mental bandwidth has been exceeded. I mean, I got all 3 melodies. I just want to know what happens next. And I don't really want to rest until I find that out. Well, that was a solid start to the fight. Nice. Okay. Yep. Yep. Man, this is definitely a lot harder than the first time I fought her. What sucks is I have like the same effective amount of health that I did when I fought her the first time. I've got 6 masks of health as opposed to I think 5 when I first fought her. But since basically every attack she does is double damage, that basically just means I take 3 shots from her whether I had 5 or 6 masks of health. So essentially that just means I have not had a substantial health upgrade since the last time I fought her. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not used to that yet. Her, like, multi-slash thing. Ow. Okay. Alright, well, I feel like I'm getting better, question mark? Am I getting better? I don't know. You would think I would recognize her attacks by now. Thought I heard something. Yep, definitely seen that attack before. And it's like wherever you go in this battle arena, whether it be like on the ground or in the air, it's like you're just not safe. Yep. Okay. Yes! Now that is what I'm talking about. Congratulations, Spider. Finally, I felt your sting, and you've bared the truth of my pathetic empty shell. You always had the scent, child. You are no bug. Yours is a life born entirely from thread. Life? You're too generous. This weak, wasting experience. This was not a life, just a husk shaped to act as a child. Yours was life, Pale One. Do not confuse your unique creation with its absence. I have seen others make the same mistake. Platitude, Spider, from you? Don't be gross. Head on, climb up and away. You've earned your audience with the divine. Face the Holy Mother who would fashion so cruel and crude a daughter as me. After all, it's you that she wants, is it not? What is this? Don't tell me this is like the final boss fight. Oh, don't you do this to me. Better a child spun pure than them. Better a child spun mad than none. Better a child spun frail than none. From our silk, a child born loyal. Objective updated? What do you mean? Skong. Jeff, for your sake, you should go to sleep. I'm going to. I just needed to get past that fight. Defeat Pale Monarch. Confront the one who haunts the lands of Farloom. Is that like the final boss fight? Man, I feel like I've done nothing in this game. I mean, I've done quite a bit, obviously. I've done a lot of exploring, but like, man, I don't feel like I've made that much progress. Do I try to go and get stronger at this point? Or do I go on and defeat the Pale Monarch? That's not happening in this stream. What? Excuse me? What is this? What is this? Terminus. There's a bench. Inspect. Due to unacceptably high injury and unsanctioned deaths, Ventrica travel shall henceforth be denied to all. For Farloom Eternal, a bug who serves shall never die. I feel like I've seen this area before. Oh, I totally have. I just got here once via elevator, and then I couldn't really do anything with it, but now it's opened up. The cradle? The cradle? Here's the cage that I was brought in, or one similar to it. I just want to know what's coming up. I think, though, I have to put this down now. I've been playing for 4 hours. Over 4 hours. It is time. And I suppose then we're gonna have to make the choice. Do we explore more? Or do we try to go after the... Do we try to go after the Pale Monarch? I don't really know. But here I am. Here I am in the cradle, apparently. I still don't have the double jump, dude. I still don't have the double jump. That's crazy to me. How have I gotten this far into the game and I don't have the double jump? It just feels like there's so much game here that I'm missing. So much that I haven't yet found. Yet here I am at the top, and the next objective is to defeat the Pale Monarch? I've got to be missing something, right? I haven't even gotten a nail upgrade. Or a needle upgrade. I have only gotten one mask of additional health. I found a decent amount of silk upgrades. I just feel like there's so much I'm missing. And yeah, I see a lot of areas on the map that are still undiscovered. Partially because I don't have the double jump. I wonder... I guess I wonder a lot. I'm really wondering where this is going to go. I kind of want to just keep pursuing the main objective here, because this is part 9 of Hollow Knight Silksong. This is a long game. It's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but man, it feels like there's so much that I still haven't done. So I guess that just... I guess I'll have to figure out what we're doing next time on the Yoshi Fanatic live streams, because now I need to go to bed. And I think probably you guys should too. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I go live or post a video. Drip Nova says, welcome to part 9 of Hollow Knight Silksong! Oh. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah, hit that bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I go live or post a video. Feel free to join the Discord so you'll be notified of whenever I go live or my updates to my live streaming schedule. I am tired. I'm talking in like spaghetti words here. But that is the place that you can most reliably get a hold of me. I love chatting with the fans, and that's the best place to do it. You can recommend music for the intro and outro of the streams. You can recommend games for me to play, though, as discussed previously, I've got an extensive list. I'm still always open to suggestions. You can even do fun things like share pictures of your food. I actually shared a picture of a food item I made earlier. Let's go check that out, just because I think that would be fun. Check out these donuts I made from scratch. They were quite yummies. I made some glazed ones, some chocolate frosted ones, a couple powdered ones, even these fun ones that were vanilla frosted with some Oops All Berry Captain Crunch cereal. That was fun. But yeah, you can do that sort of stuff in the Discord. Yoshi hungry. So if that sounds like fun to you, feel free to join that if you haven't already. Next stream should be next Friday, starting around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give or take half an hour or so, depending on how the night goes. I don't know what we're doing next, but this seems like a pretty substantial milestone that we've gotten all the melodies. We've explored most, if not all, of the Citadel. Maybe Saturday, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. There have been some days recently where I've had to do Saturday, yeah. But it feels like we're at a pretty major milestone here. And regardless of if I'm missing stuff, I feel that now I just want to go towards the main objective and see if I can do it. And if not, then we'll proceed to continue exploring, because there is a lot here left to be discovered. Boy, what a big game this is. But that's all gonna have to take place next stream. We'll figure it out next time on the Yoshi Fanatic live stream. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you next time. See you guys.